Fast and loose.
So prepared.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
There's bad radio, good radio, and chaotic radio. In that order.
The Black Lung, the Black Lung Show, 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 and starting fucking now.
That's right, you're listening to the Black Lung Show on the world famous chaoticradio.us. It's not .com right now. We're working on getting that back. Some technical difficulties we've had from switching studios over from our Rancho Cucamonga area over to our new studio here in Montclair. I'm your host, Ryan Pena. Welcome to the Church of Rock and Roll. Hef, thanks. Well, you're in the studio. Go ahead, put your head. There you go. Hef, thanks for coming in and filling in on short notice. I know B is somewhere in New Orleans or something, getting his electric groove on or something, right? I can't hear you. Go ahead.
The man's got a party.
He does. He's got a fun life. I saw some pictures of him posting up ridiculous alcohol prices. So anyway, welcome to the show. For any of you guys that are brand new, are tuning in for the first time, this show has been going on now. I'm on my fourth year. I'm not a DJ. I know Dutchie's probably listening right now. Dutchie is a DJ. I am a punk rock singer with a show. And so what I do is I interview bands I like, bands I respect. I promote the scene. I look out for bands that you guys may have never heard of and introduce you that. So if you guys have been listening, the ones that have listened to the show, you guys know that my best friend died a couple of months ago. Maybe it's been a little over a month. And he was my age. And he's the one that introduced me to rock. Well, I was always into rock and roll, but he's the one that introduced me to punk rock and industrial and ska and all the weird shit that I listen to. And so I dedicate every show now to him. Danny, you inspired me. And so what I want to do with this show, just kind of reinforced it, to introduce people to music that they should listen to. You know, I can't tell you how many stations I had to change as I was driving in here on the fucking freeway. You know, I can only listen to Guns N' Roses for the millionth time, before I want to shoot myself in the fucking head. Nothing against, their musicians, whatever. I'm doing this sober too, by the way. So it's the first time I'm trying that shit out. Anyway, so for everybody listening, my guests in studio are the Hellflowers. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. So there's only two of you in studio right now. Why don't we start off, why don't you guys introduce yourself, starting on my left. Introduce yourself, say what you play in the band, and introduce who's not here, who's also in the band.
Okay, let's start off.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm the lead vocalist, and I play rhythm guitar in the Hellflowers.
Matt Eskew, I play bass in the Hellflowers.
And who's not here with us in studio?
Stephen Gray, our drummer. He is formerly of 45 Grave, formerly of Christian Death, formerly of Shadow Project, and now he's in like a rock and roll punk rock band.
He's with his wife today. Happy birthday, Laura. I think with his wife and Samantha, so they're having a good day.
Yeah, and we actually have a new guitar player. He just, his first show is coming up next week, March 30th?
March 30th at the Maui Sugar Mill Saloon with Dead Sound and the Glimmer Stars. Alex Mack. So it's going to be his very first show. We're very excited to welcome him to the Hellflowers. He's a very talented lead guitarist. He's singing backing vocals. We've never really had a lot of that before, so that's a whole new element you definitely want to come check out on Saturday.
All right.
Yeah, he's formerly of the Billy Bones band. He played with Billy Bones for about 8 years, and we said that we were looking for a lead guitar player. We did an acoustic set at Maui Sugar Mill, and Billy Bones was there, and he's all, I got the greatest guy for you, man. He's great. He's the best. And like just a salesman, like doesn't stop. And and he told us about Alex. I reached out to him. He was aware of us through Billy, and yeah, man, just hit it off. A great kid, and just fantastic guitar player, and super fun to be around. So, yeah, man, this should be great.
That's cool.
So,
I'm glad you guys are here because it seems like this is the show right here for you guys. I mean, so taking it back to what I was saying about, I still play in a band, and what's cool about doing this show that I found over the years is not only do I get to nerd out sometimes when I interview like my heroes. Like I got to interview Cheetah Chrome.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Channel 3 was in here in the studio.
Oh, right on.
The Briefs, all my favorite bands. But it's when I get to meet other bands that, that are upcoming and show support for the scene. So what happened was, it's weird the way it's like a big punk rock and roll circle, right? So I had just got done playing my friend Ginger's birthday down at the beach. I can't remember the club right now. The Carmen Bar, I think. Mm-hmm. And we had played there with the Glimmer Stars and became friends with them. And so they had just released a new EP, and so they were in here last week. And at the same time, I'm looking at my phone and I'm text messaging Billy Bones back and forth because I was promoting his all-night rock and roll circus shows that he's put on, which you guys are playing, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's what we promoted today, and like we did last week. And so I reached out to him because I saw there were some really cool shows coming up, and I'm like, hey, Billy, throw us on a show. So I looked at the show, and then I saw it was you guys and Dead Sound. When I looked up Dead Sound, I was like, oh, they're like a power pop band. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? My band's a little bit louder. Right. I think that the Glimmer Stars would be a better fit for the bill. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem doing that because I don't know about you guys, but I've actually been kicked out of my own shows sometimes for being too loud. It just recently happened. I'm not making any of this bullshit up. We were playing down at another Laguna Niguel. No, that's the same place. Mm. I really wish I had a beer. The owner actually came up and said, "You guys are too loud. We got to ask you guys to leave." I swear to God.
And this was at Carmen Bar.
No, this is Knuckleheads in San Clemente.
Okay, I've never played there. I've played Carmen Bar.
Yeah, that's a cool spot.
It is
a
cool spot.
I liked it. It was a fun show.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of like the whole thing. And then the same thing happened with us just last week. There was an Irish festival like all day in Fullerton, and I was like, "Are there gonna be families there?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "No, we're not going to play." I said, "But I know a guy that does like Americana and stuff like that." So I hooked them up. The whole point is like always hooking each other up.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's a big family, and with the Billy Bones show, Billy Bones is, dude, I love that guy.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Right? He's like him. I will actually say, I used to tell people like for me, because I'm a front man, I don't play an instrument or nothing. My biggest influence always was like Iggy Pop, Mm-hmm. And then when I saw Billy, I was like, holy shit, I want to keep doing it as long as they do, right? Some people make fun of people for they're like, oh, you're past your prime. Fuck that. I'm going to play this shit till the wheels fall off.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, right?
Like our drummer was saying something about it, and I go, well, I plan on making music till I die. Otherwise, I'm going to need drugs, and I don't want to fucking take drugs. You know what I mean? So music is my drug, and I'm writing a song called that right now. But
Perfect. Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. So make sure, look, we got the cameras going here. We're live on hey, is the stream going on YouTube?
I'm troubleshooting that right now.
What's that?
I'm troubleshooting that right now. I think someone's change was made in a week.
Ah, damn it.
You're recording. I'm working on it.
All right. While we do that, we brought the flyer in. So it's next week at the Maui Sugar Mill. Look, if you guys have never been to the Sugar Mill, it's in Tarzana. What's cool about the place is that, fuck everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's free to get in. Like, who does that shit anymore? And what I love about Billy's shows, it's nice when you get another musician that actually cares about the scene and books, like, cool bands. You don't want to go to a show and be like, oh, I can't wait till the headliner. This band sucks. And it's cool. Like, every band, kicks ass. So I know he's listening. He was texting me earlier. Billy, I even rocked the shirt for you today, brother. Right so on. I got the Soul and Bones T-shirt. I got the Soul and Bones ready to go for you. So while we troubleshoot some shit, here's the Soul and Bones for you guys. You guys are listening to the Black Lung Show, live on Chaotic Radio.
And gentlemen, I would like to welcome you back for another edition of The Soul. This time, it's the Soul and Bones.
Soul and Bones Radio.
Don't trust their money, tell me, where's it from? Don't trust their money, tell me, where's it from? Tell me, where's it from? That's it, yeah, I was gonna say, hey, what happened to love? Not so, not more, got a big black city cut. Don't want nobody. So tell me what's right. Trap me with your debt and your money, but I'm for one it going out without a fighting fit.